Harihi Om Kujantam Rama Rameti Maduram Maduraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikir Munisimhasya Kavita Vanacharinaha Shrunvan Rama Kathanadam Ko Nayati Parangatim Jayatadibalo Ramaha Lakshmanascha Mahabalaha Raja Jayati Sugrivo Raghavena Abhipalitaha Dasoham Kosalendrasya Ramasya Klishtakarmanaha Anuman Shatru Sainyanam Nihanta Marutatmajaha न रावण सहस्रम में युद्धे प्रतिबलम भवेति शिला विस्तु प्रखरतः पादवैश्च सहस्रशः अर्धयित्वा पुरीं लंकाम अभिवाद्य च मैथिलीं समुद्रार्तो गमिष्यामि मिषतां सर्वराक्षसां नमोस्तु रामाय स लक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोस्तु रुद्रेन्द्र यमानिलेभ्यो नमोस्तु चंद्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः हरि ओम रामायण लाइफ मैनेजमेंट लेक्चर सीरीज आज तो 105th एपिसोड ग्रीष्म काले एक महीने विराम के बाद आज हम इकट्ठा हुए हैं राम की इच्छा नारद जी was asked by some bhaktas Narad ji who is a bhakta there is a relevance to this temple. Yad dinam hari sallapa katha piyusha varjitam tad dinam dhurdinam manye megaschannam na nurdhinam. Narad ko Maharshi ne pucha, hey Bhagavan, tell me who is a bhakta? And Narad gives an answer. A bhakta is one who finds a day to be a bad day if there is no Harikatha. Yad dinam Hari Sallapa Katha Piyusha Varjitam. The nectar of Harikatha, if you miss that day, if a person thinks that day is Durdin, not the sun has come or not, that is not the question. A person who thinks that he or she has missed Harikatha and thinks that that is a Durdhinam, and he is a bhakta. I was thinking about it. We had a 1 month hiatus. Then there is a Mahabhakta here, Miliji. She wrote, we don't want to miss the Katha. When will we restart? So you are an example. Yad dhinam Hari Sallapa Kirtanam Varjitam. She couldn't tolerate. She brought people together. And I was waiting at the doorstep. Sriman Kanubhai Patel, he didn't have to do it. He got down from his vehicle and then he inquired about the well-being. He is a bhakta. So Dhanyaho. With that, we start 105th episode. This place also has people whom we have to revere. Dhanyaho. 105th episode. Purvakata Sangrahascha Rama Rama Kahi Rama Kahi Rama Rama Kahi Rama Tanu Parihari Raghu Bara Birah Rav Gayav Sudhama. Dasarath ji chal base. On the 6th midnight after Ram left for forest, 6th midnight, he left alone. Nobody noticed that he was giving away his breath. Mata and Kausalya or Sumitra were by his side, but they could not notice. That is life. They could not notice what has happened. 7th day morning came as usual. Raj Parivar se sabhi log came to awaken Raja with the same paraphernalia, but then they found that this man has gone. Then Kausalya notices it, then Sumitra gets to know, and all other people come, other remaining 348 queens of Dasaratha along with Kaikeyi come and they start weeping. Weeping and weeping and weeping, and then Kausalya says, I don't want to live, I want to give up my life. Then Shastra says, you have to lead a life of a pious lady or a gentleman once your spouse passes away. No need to go into the Agni. दक्ष्यमाने अग्निभिः देहे पत्युः पत्नी स उटजे बहिस्थिता पतिं साध्वी tam agnim anuvekshyati. We have seen all the churches that Satiprata was introduced, and for some reason it happened. There is nothing happening now. Dhanyo. But one person in this temple, I Das lectures in many places, they asked me, श्री जी आप बताइए भागवत में एक श्लोक है इसका अर्थ. आई सेड आई विल डू इट टुडे. व्हेन धृतराष्ट्र passes away, then his wife Mandori, Dhritarashtra, his wife comes and she stands outside the fire. She also tied her eyes, so she didn't know what happened. She also wants to get into the fire, but people prevent her. Vyasa brings this sloka in the Pratama Kanta. People here have studied Bhagavata. Gandhari weeps and weeps and weeps. Dakhyamane agnibihi dehe patyuhu patni sa utaje. She says, build a hut. Sa utaje. Build a hut. I want to get into the hut and then jump into the fire. Dakhyamane, I am suffering because of the virahagni. Dakhyamane agnibirdehe patyuhu patni sa utaje bahistita. That is the reason. Nobody pushed her. We have seen enough in Rigveda, there is no compulsory sati. Ramayana tells there is no compulsory sati. Mahabharata mein, Madri, she herself wanted to do because she took it as a penance. Kunti still lived to see her son Yudhishthira crowned in Indraprastha. Gandhari stood outside, nobody forced her. Bahistita patim sadvi. Gandhari was a pious lady. Tam agnim anuvekshyati. She was longing to get into the Agni. Vyasa did not say she jumped. Sadhya. Vyasa did not use the word, she immediately jumped. So in all the cases we have seen, Satiprata was not a forced act. And we saw why it was misconstrued and all that we have seen. So we have come to a situation where Kausalya wants to give her life, but her friends and people and sadhus came and said, no, this is not the way to live. Hey Mata, this is not the way you should live. Tam tatahasam parishvajya vipalantim tapasvinim. So keep this context in mind that we have seen references from almost from Veda, Bhagavad also today. Only one slok in Bhagavad where there is some indication that she was waiting, longing to get into the Agni. But if you read Sanskrit, you can clearly say Vyasa did not say Sadhya, Sahas. Immediately he did not say. So eventually she went into the deaths. Because she is old lady, Dhritarashtra also gone. So leave it like that. So we have seen this. This is where we are. Purva Katha. Tam tatahasam parishvajya vilapantim tapasvinim vyapaninyuhu sudhukkartam kausalyam vyavaharika mane servants and sugrit. They all came to pacify Kausalya. Tam tatahasam parish. Until then she was holding, embracing her husband. Afterwards tam Dasarat. Tam tataha parishvajya vilapantim tapasvinim vyapaninyuhu sudukkartam kausalyam vyavaharikaha. They separated vyapaninyuhu. They separated Kausalya from the mrit deha of Dasarata. Thaila dhronyam ata amatyaya samveshya jagatipatim rajnya sarvani ata adishta chakruhu karmani anantaram. We will see all one sarga. Valmiki dedicates how a society will be if it doesn't have a leader, if there is no law. Lawless society. So, Arajakam Rashtram Katham Bhavati. This is exactly what we are starting today. Arajakam Rashtram. So, when Kausalya weeps and Sumitra weeps and all other ladies weep, the leader has gone. So it is without Raja. Arajakam comes in two meaning. Arajakam, no leader. Raja means leader or any leader of a country. Arajakam. And another thing is lawless. Arajakam, if you use it as a single phrase, it is lawless society. A plus Rajakam without Raja. So how will a Rashtram be? Valmiki gives beautifully, very beautiful sarga. Danya to Miliji, she asked to restart. So that is good. So count this, beautiful. Nishan should count this. How beautifully, which is valid today, 27 times Valmiki will use the word Arajakam. Each one gives, if you don't have a leader, this is how the state of the country will be. This is how the infrastructure will be. This is how the Gajana will be. Beautiful. So why he used 27? For representing 27 nakshatras, 27 dates. So the month will not function. If month will not function, year will not function. If year will not function, the whole life will not function. Arajakam Rashtram. So what did they do? The children are not there. Kasyantu marane muktihi atava putra sannidau. Dilemma. He is in Ayodhya, Mukti Kshetra, but he is a Raja. The fire has to be lit by his progeny. None of his sons were there. There is no reference that Dasratha had a brother or so. So only Vasishta should do, but that's not proper. So they have to preserve. Taila dhronyam ata amatyaya samveshya jagatimpati. Science. Why Valmiki brought Thaila? Oil in the purest form without water mixed in it will be devoid of oxygen and air. If it is devoid of oxygen and air, there is not going to be the place for microbes to grow, bacteria, virus to grow, because they need moisture, they need water to grow. Pure oil, til, from that til, the tail will have it will repel water and moisture and air from the atmosphere, so microbes will not grow. That is the reason our dadimas used to make achar and they preserve it. There was no preservatory then. There was no vinegar then. They add lot of oil and salt. They dry the mango in the sun with lot of salt, and whenever they need to make the achar pickle, they use lot of oil and then save it in the jar. That is the same thing Vasishta and other ministers do. Taila dhronyam, ata dhronya means big tub, like water tub. Taila dhronyam ata amatyaya samveshya jagatipatim ragyam sarvani ata adishtaha chakruhu karmani anantaram. They kept samveshya, they kept this Raja's mrit sharira in a til oil with no water in it, purest form of oil, and then they started to do things which they have to do after the death of the Raja. Rajnyaha sarvani ata adishtaha chakruhu karmani anantaram natu sankalanam rajnyo vina putre. Then they decided. All the people who had gathered, including the wives, decided they will not do sankalanam, they will not do the antima kriya. They will have to preserve until Bharata comes back. Natu sankalanam rajnyaha vina putrena mantrinaha sarvajnyaha kartum yishu te tataha rakshitam bhumi. They were only wishing yishu. They were only liking to preserve the body in a pristine condition. Yishu tataha rakshanti bhumipam taila dronyam su sachivaihi shayitam tam naradipam hamrita ayam iti jnatva sritayaha ta paryadevayan. When they were lifting the body, of course, when you lift the body, Ram Nam Satyaho, people get emotional. Same thing when they lifted these amatyas and all the people lifted the body to place it in the Taila Dronyam to Sachivai, ministers, because he was a Mahapurush, so all the ministers, they lifted him shayitam mane shayan karne ke liye, causative sense, to keep the body. Tam naradipam ha amrita hayam, oh my husband has gone, ha amritam hayam iti jnatva striyah ta paryadev. They started beating the chest. Bahune udyamya kripana netra prasravanaihi mukaihi rudantyaha shoka santapta kripanam paryadev. They all lifted their hand. Deen, when you lift the hands, it is a symbolic representation that you are helpless. That's why in Aarti, in North India, you lift your hand saying that I am helpless. Hey Prabhu, help me. Same thing. Bahune udhyamya kripana netra prasravanaihi. They were all pouring eyes, watery eyes. Mukaihi rudhantyaha shoka samtapta kripanam paryadevayan Maharaja Ramena sasatam priyavadina vihina satyasandena kimartam vijahasina. Kimartam vijahasina. Hey Raja, you made Rama to leave us. Now why did you leave? Kimartam vijahasinaha. Why did you leave us? You left us with this Vidushini, left this Dushani. This Kaikeyi is going to abuse us. Dushani, Viseshena Dushani, Vidushani. That word will come. Kaikeyi Duttabhavaya Raghavena Viyojita Katam Patignya. This lady is a husband killer. Patignya Vatsyamaha Samipe Vidavavayam. We have become widows. You have left us without Rama. You have left us. Now you are asking to live with Patigna, the lady who killed the husband. Katam Patigna Vatsyamaha. How will you plural? Samipe vidava vayam sahinata sada asmakam tavacha prabhu atmavane vanam ramo gata sriman vihaya nripati sriyam sahi ram. Why Ram amara paramatma? Who is telling? Mata Sriyon tells. So he is our Yajaman. Sahi Nataha Sada. Rama is our Nata. Because they all knew that if a man is giving up the Sriya, Nripati Sriyam, the opulence country of Ayodhya, Nripati Sriyam, the palatial mansions and everything he just threw away. So he must be a divine character in human form. So he is our Nata. Sahi Nataha Sada, always. Even when he left for the forest. Asmakam Tavacha Prabhu Atmavan. Even to you, take refuge in him because you have done Papa. You have left a son who is a dharmic to go to forest. You could have simply said, you have to take Vishesha Dharma. Samanya Dharma says you should not give up on your vows. But this is a Vishesha Dharma. That Kutila Buddhi Kaikeyi used the opportunity. It was not expected. So you can invoke Vishesha. It's like emergency powers. So you could have used Vishesha Dharma and prevented Ram to go. But you did not do. Because you are then also you are attracted to Kaikeyi. That is the reason you have to take refuge in him. Sahi Nataha Sada Asmakam Tavacha Prabhu Atmavan, man of character. Vanam Ramo Gataha Shriman. He is Shriman. People can question. He gave up the kingdom. Nothing was with him but for a balti and a spade. That's all Lakshman took, apart from the astras. Okay, nothing with him. How could you call Shriman? Two. One Dharma was with him. Then Mahalakshmi went with him. Srimane Vihaya Nripatis Sriyam Tumaja Yajaman. The beautiful Abhangam. This situation, the Kavi known as Madhva Munishwar. Beautiful Abhangam. To all the ladies and the servants and even rishis, Purohits were crying. You are the Nata. What Valmiki said in Sanskrit, this Madhva Munishwara in Abhanga sings in Marathi. Tu maja yajaman, tu maja yajaman, janani jhatari rakshiyale majha posuni panchahi pran. Das will explain. But this Abhanga will flow. Janani jhatari rakshiyale maja posuni pancha pran bahera nigata mate che ratani payakele nirman aise asata ya potachi का करूं चिंता जाना तू माजा यजमान. Hey Rama, you are my yajaman, you are my master. Did I think that when I was born I would be living in the small cramped place, the womb of my mother? Janani jhatari rakshiyale maja. How could my mother keep me safe in that small jhatari? Janani jhatari rakshiyale maja. Then there was no ventilator for me. How was I breathing? I was breathing that 10 months in the womb. Not single breath, 5 prana. Prana, apana, udana, samana. Pranayasva, apanayasva, udanayasva, vyanayasva, samanayasva. I was able to breathe all different 5 times. Inhale, exhalation. Puo suni panchahi prana. Who gave me that capacity to do this breath and restore pancha prana? You. Baher nigata mate chestani payakele nirman. I was in my mother's womb for 10 months. No milk came from her stanyaban. As soon as I was out, I was in the world, automatically the stanya was sourcing milk. Who gave that sense to my mother? Ma nigata, bagare nigata. As soon as I got out from the womb, bagare nigata. Mateche sthani. Payakel, payas. Kele nirman. Who created that milk? Nath, sahi nath sada. I say asata ya potachi. If I keep asata asta, if I keep that confidence, that faith, asta, I should not worry about anything. Hey Ram, you left us. We are only crying because of our Vatsalya. But we have faith in you. I say asata ya potachi. Ka karun chinta jaan. Madhvamunishwara Swami Ramapati. The Swami Ramapati is the Swami of Madhvamunishwara, the Rachanakarta. Madhvamunishwara Swami Ramapati. Dhari Maja, give me faith. Dhari Maja, Abhiman. Maja, Yajaman. Tu Rama Maja Yajaman. Sahinata Sada Asmakam Tavacha Prabhu Atmavane Vanam Ramo Gata Sriman Vihaya Nipatisriyam Tvaya Tena Chavirena Vina Vyasana Mohitaha Katam Vayam Nivasyamaha Kaikeya Savidhushita. See, the word comes. 35 years back, Das did all the memorization. Here and there it comes. Tvaya tena. Not only you left us, that Veera, Atmavan Veera, Rama left. And they made us Vyasana Mohita. We are struggling. Katham vayam nivasyamaha kaikeya cha vidushita. That lady, abusive lady, dushana mane abuse, vidushita mane viseshena abuse. She is going to abuse us in a big manner. Yayatu raja ramascha lakshmanascha mahavalaha sitaya saha samtyakta sakam kamanyam na hasyati. Raja Rama left. Na hasyati. Now you left. They all left. Who is there to protect us from her abandoning us? Sa kamanyam na asyati. She is going to, na asyati, abandon. How can you protect her from abandoning us? Yaya, when Rama, Raja, tu, Yaya, tu, when you, Raja, Rama, Lakshmana, Mahabala, Lakshmana left, Sitaya saha, sa kamanyam na asyati. Who is going to protect her from abandoning us? Ta bhashpena cha sambhita shokena vipulena cha vyaveshtantaha nirananda ragavasya varastriya. They didn't know anything to do. They were engulfed with sorrow. Vyaveshtantaha. They were rolling on the floor. They didn't know what to do. Emotions overpoured. They said, there is nobody for us. Here we have become dainyas. So you are the refuge. Nisha nakshatrayina iva stri iva bhartu vivarjita purina arajati Ayodhya hina rajna mahatmana. Leadership vacuum. That is Ajka Charcha. So the city has been devoid of a proper leader. And the leaders' progenies are also not there. So it is like, who is going to control this kingdom now? Nisha, like in the night, nakshatras have fallen from the dark sky. Nisha nakshatrahina iva stri iva bhartu vivarjita. These trees, these ladies in the city of Ayodhya and the country of Koshala is like the dark night where stars have fallen down. Purina arajati Ayodhya hina rajna. So this is not Ayodhya what it used to be. Vina raja puri na Ayodhya bhavati. Bashpa parya kulajana aha bhuta. Kulangana shunya chatvara veshmanta na brajayata puram shunya. All the 4 streets, busy streets, highways, small street, everything. People didn't know what to do. They didn't lit their house. It was all shut. Sunya, Chatveshma, Chatvara Veshma, corner notes. Veshma buildings at the corners. Veshma Antaha, na, Babraja. There was no shine because they didn't light anything. Yata Puram. It was never like Ayodhya, which used to be lit well. Yata Puram, na Babraja. It was not shining like previously it used to be. Gata Prabhadyauriva Bhaskaram Vina. So 6th night is 7th day blossom and the sun has come. Gata Prabhadyauriva Bhaskaram Vina. Even though the sun has come, nobody did Prataskal Sandhya, nothing. People were engulfed in sorrow. So because they didn't do the Ahuti, we are talking about several yuga back. Treta Yuga mein, people used to do all yaga yajna. So the sun, even though the sun came, it was also sad and they could not see the brightness of the sun. Gata Prabhadyauhu in the Akash, Bhaskaram Vina. Even though it was the 7th day morning, 6th night at midnight, Dasaratha died. We are in the 7th day morning. After Ushat Kale, Vyapeta Nakshatra Gana Iva Sharvari. The previous night, Vyapeta, all the stars fell. Nivrita Charaha Sahasa Gato Ravihi Pravritta Charaha Rajani Upastita. The whole day people were crying. The Raja was lying on the tub, oil tub. Nivrita, also the sun quit. He went early. Nirvrita Acharaha Sahasa, immediately Gato Ravi. Even though it was morning, the day shrunk. That means it was sorrow. People were not doing their day activity. Nivritta acharaha sahasa, immediately gato ravihi. Pravritta to come back. Who is? Sun is not coming. The moon came quickly. Pravritta acharaha rajani upastita, as if night has come early. Ritetu putra dahanam mahipate. Na rochayante sugrutat samagataha itiva tasmin shayane nyaveshaya vichintya rajanam achintya darshanam rajanam. They never expected to see Dasharatha. In those days they lived hundreds of thousands of years, so he died in 16,000. They were crying. We never expected a day will come. Achintya darshanam rajanam. We didn't expect that Dasaratha will go away that quickly. Rutetu putra. Divide. Rutu mane divide. That is why you call Ritu. Mane, you know what it is. So the blood leaves the body. That's why you call that period Ritu. Ritu mane leaving. Likewise, this son left. Rituetu putra, divide of putra. Dahanam mahipate, they cannot do the dahanam of the narochate. The Shastra doesn't appeal to do the dahanam of a person without putra, without any blood relative, without jnata, blood relative. Itiva tasmin shayane nyaveshaya. So they left the Dasaratha to lie down as if sleeping in the oil bath. Vichintya Raja, and they were thinking about this kingdom. Who? Vasishta and other. Beautifully, we are coming into the Arajakam chapter. 67th chapter in Ayodhya Kandu. 2 chapters are important. One whole chapter is about Arajakam. And when Bharata meets Rama, one whole chapter he is going to ask, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Kaschit Sarga. Note down. So 67 Sarga of Ayodhya Kanta is known as Arajakam. Leadership vacuum. Arajakam Sarga. Similarly, when Bharata meets Prabhu, Ram will ask, Kaschit, did you do this? Did you collect the tax? Did you feed the poor? Did you take care of the Kaschit? So it is known as Kaschit Sarga. Both are Raja Dharma. Raja Dharma comes. Gata Vichintya Rajanam. Oh, what happened to Dasaratha? Who will take care of this country? Gata Prabhadyauriva Bhaskaram Vina Vyapetena Nakshatra Gane Vasharvari Puri Babase Ragita Mahatmana Nachasra Khanta Akula Marga Chatraraha. Everybody, the entire streets were vacuum, people were crying. That's all they did. Naracha Naryacha Sametya Sangasho Vigarhamana Bharatasya Mataram tada nagaryam naradeva samkshaye babhuvuhu artana cha sharma lebire na shanti, sharma mane shanti, sharma shanti, dyaur shanti, dishat shanti, like that. Sharma mane shanti, lebire. People were not able to obtain labate lebire. People were not able to obtain shanti. Peace was gone. Naracha naryacha sametya sangasho, group sangash, group of people, whether it is a man or woman or animal, everybody were having peacelessness. Vigarhamana bharatasya mataram. Valmiki puts a catch. They didn't say Kaikeyi. They were all cursing Kaikeyi, but Valmiki says Bharatasya Mataram. That time, people were thinking it was a joint episode between Bharata and Kaikeyi. It's coup. Bharata, that's why Bharata went to his mama's place so that nobody will blame him. But he had already told Kaikeyi to play the coup. So now their attention turned and anger turned to Bharata. Valmiki puts Bharatasya Mataram. They didn't say Kaikeyi. And he changes the meter. The curtain is going to come down. Naracha naryacha sametya sangasho. Vigarhamana mane to take out the anger. Curse. Vigarhamana bharatasya mataram. Tada nagaryam naradeva samkshaye. Samkshayam. The city was all going away. Chaya. Chaya mane to give away. Babu arta. Sharmana lebire. Everybody was in the artha and they were not able to get peace. So what happened? Akrandita nirananda sa asra kanta janakula ayodhyayam avatata savyatitaya sharvari. So the night, they said, seventh day came, but quickly the night came. The seventh day just broke. But sun went away, night came. That means sorrow was engulfed everywhere. So that this night, sixth day night when the Raja died, it is Vyata, Avatata, keeps, Avatata mane lengthy. It keeps on extending, Ayodhyayam, in this Ayodhya, in this Koshaladasa. Oh God, let this night go away. Let this sorrow go away. Vyatitaya sharvari. That night, let this night go away. Let this night go away. Akrandita nirananda. Akrandita, mane cry. People were crying, beating their chest out of their lung because ananda nira. There was no ananda, nirasha. Sa asra kanta janakula. Their sorrow came up to their kanta, neck. You see, my sorrow is choking my throat. We say that, no. In those days, Valmiki writes, asra mane is sorrow. That means eye drops. But you should take it as sorrow. The sorrow was coming and engulfing their throat. Asra kanta janakula for the entire people. Ayodhyayam avatata sa vyatitaya sharvari. So this is what happened. Vyasa captures this mood in the Adbhuta Ramayana. Rama harama putra ha site ha lakshmana gunakara tvad viyogati aham praptaha mrityum Kaikeyi sambhavat. So Vyasa curses Kaikeyi. Valmiki curses Bharatasya mata. Whatever it is. Vadannevam Dasharataha pranam tyaktva divangata. Kaikeyi killed Dasharatha. He left his body. Divangata Kausalya cha Sumitra cha tata anya raja yoshitaha chukruhu sushuscha vilepuscha urastadana purvakam. They were beating their chest. Vyasa captures this with such an agony. Urastadana, tadana mane beating. Uru mane chest. Urastadana purvakam. Then what did they do? People like this. Valmiki said in one line, whereas Vyasa captures in a dramatic style. Vyatitayam tu sharvaryam adityasya udaye tata eighth day came. At last, Sametya Rajakartaraha Sabham Yiyuhu Dvijatayaha. They wanted to go to the Sabha because they have to make a decision. Who is there to make a decision? 8 rishis, Paramapavana. Valmiki mentions here, and then Valmiki mentions in the Yuddha Kanda, last Sarga during Pattabhisheka. He will say 8 rishis took the command under the leadership of Vasishta Vyatitayam tu Sharvaryam Adityasya Udaye Tataha Sametya Rajakartaraha Sametya, all joined together. See, in those days people worked together. Sametya Rajakartaraha Sabam Yiyuhu, they were approaching the Sabha along with Vijatayaha, Dvi Jananam iti Dvijataha Brahmanaha. Who are the Brahmana? Paramapavana Shlokam. Markandeyo atha Maudgalyaha Vamadevascha Kashyapaha Katyayano Gautamascha Jabalihi Samahayashaha Yete Dvijasaha Amatyaihi Prutak Vajanam Udhirayanne Vasishtam Yeva Abhimuka Sreshta Rajapurohitam. Markandeya, Mrugu Magarshi Putra, Nitya Siranjeevi, Markandeya, Maudgalya, Vamadeva, Kashyapa, Kashyapa Prajapati, Katyayanaha, Gautamaha, Janakakula Guru, Gautamaha, Jabali, Mahayasha Jabali. He is going to question Rama. He will play the act of an Astika when Rama meets all of them in Chitrakoot. Wait. Yete Dvijasaha Amatyehi Prudak Vachanam. Everybody started discussing. This is where Rajadharma starts. Vasishta did not command, Vasishta did not dictate. Yete, like this, all the people in groups, Saha Amatyahi, along with the minister, not only Brahmins, along with the Prutak Vachanam, individually. This is what Rama will do. When he wanted to take Vibhishana, he made a decision that Vibhishana is a good man and he want to take, but he would not do. He will consult Angada, he would consult Jambavan, he would consult Maruti, he would consult Sugriva. Then only he will make a decision. Same thing. Prithak vachanam udirayan. Vasishta said, you people give your views. Prithak, individually. Prithak. Give your views. Udirayan. Don't be shy. Give your views. Vasishtam eva abhimukha. But Vasishta took the lead. There should be some leader because the country did not have a leader yet. Athita sharvari dhukkam yano varsha shata upama. That night, forget the seventh day night. It was longing as if a yuga has gone by. Asmin panchatvam apanne putra shokena parthiva. The parthiva reached divam, panchatvam, because he met the nature, panchatva, pancha nature. So panchatvam mane death. Like that, we also went into panchatvam, but thank God and thank to Maharishis like Maudgalya, Markandeya, Kashyapa, Jabali, Gautama. We were able to rescue ourselves. Asmin panchatvam apanne putra shokena parthiva swargataha cha maharaja ramascha aranyam ashritaha lakshmanaschapi tejasvi ramena eva ye maharishi vasishta. Raja went, swargam gata, divam gata, maharaja. Rama also went to Aranyam. Lakshmana also went with him. Sita also went. So there is no succession here. President, Vice President, Speaker of the House. If all three gone, same thing. Rama left, Lakshmana left, Sita left, nobody. Lakshmana's chapi, tejasvi ramena eva gatasaha. Ubhau bharata shatrugna. Then came. Now what we do? Whom do I crown to take care? Ubhau bharata shatrugna. Both Bharat and Shatrugna also gone. Kaikeyeshu Parantapau Bharat Shatrugna came to their mama's place. Pure Raja Grihe Ramye, they are making merry. Ramye, they are living happily because they didn't know what was going on the bank of Sarayu. Pure Raja Grihe Ramye, Mata Maha Niveshane mane country. Mata Maha mane mother's father, grandfather, Nana. Mata Maha Niveshane Pure Ramye, they were making fun or living for 12 years. Because Dasaratha let them go. They were young people, not even 23 years old. Ichvaku Nam count. Arajakam Rashtram. 27 times in 23 shlokas. This used to be quiz for us. Same thing in Kaschit Sarga. How many times Rama used Kaschit? How many times the rishis, these are rishis are talking among themselves. Prithak vachanam mudirayan. Individually they were telling, everybody were telling, now we don't have a leader. Arajakam Rashtram. This Ichvaku Kula, Ichvaku Desa is without Raja. If it is without Raja, it will become lawless. We need to take care of it. No Swartha. Ichvakunam iha adya eva kaschit raja vidiyata. Ikshvakunam, this country needs somebody who can take care. Caretaker Raja, Ranjate, who can convince. Raja mane Ranjate iti Raja, who can convince people. Ikshvakunam iha adya, immediately. Kaschit, somehow we need to make sure this country is taken care. Raja vidiyatam, let us anoint somebody to be a take care Raja. Arajakam hi na rashtram na vinasham avapniyat, so that this Rajya will not become lawless, will not become leader. Arajakam na, naha rashtram, for us this rashtram, vinasham na vapniyat, there won't be any calamity. First Arajakam. Na arajake janapade vidyunmali mahaswanaha abhivarshati parjanyo mahim divyena varina raja dharmam pours. So this Ikshvaku country is without a Raja. We have to make somebody to be a take carer for few days until Bharat ji comes. First Arajakam. Then Rishis discuss among themselves. First they said there is no leader. Now they are telling about lawlessness. If this country is without a leader, it becomes lawless. If it is lawless, what is going to happen? Na arajake janapade vidyunmali mahaswanaha. There won't be any regulation, there won't be any control of pani. So even the rain pours 3 times a month. It will be as if it is thunder and lightning. When thunder and lightning comes, clouds move away, there is no rain. Na arajake janapade vidyunmali mahaswana. Only lightning and thunder. Abhivarshati parjanya na mahim divyena varina na varshati. Rain goes away. It is like just thunder and lightning, but no rain. Ayodhya has become like that. Just namesake Ayodhya is there without any leader. Na arajake janapate vidyunmali mahaswanaha abhivarshati parjanya mahim divyena varinaha. Imagine his Medha Vilas. If somebody has to coin Raja Dharma and every sloka should have the word Arajakam, then they are not ordinary people, they are Divya Kavi. Na Arajake Janapade, same thing. Bija Mushti Prakiryate, Na Arajake Pitu Putra Bharyava Vartate Vasha. Third Arajakam. When there is Arajakam, people won't give food to others. So bija mushti prakiryate na. They won't even spill few dhanya to people or to animals or to hens or to cow. Na prakiryate bija mushti. We are not talking about giving this much food. Just one mushti people will not give. Na arajake pituf putra bharya va vartate vasha. Pituhu vartate vasha na. Nobody will be under the control of the leader of the house. Pituhu bharya va putra putri, there won't be any control. Everybody will do the same thing what they want. Come and go, nothing doing. So family will be dysfunctional. Tell this. Because there is no Raja. Who is there to complain? Then everybody will say, look at the dysfunctional family of Dasaratha. Why should I worry? Arajake dhanam na asti bharya api arajake idam atya hitam cha anyat kutas satyam arajake. Arajake, there will not be dutiful husband, there will not be dutiful wife. Na asti bharya api arajake dhanam nasti. Other small kings will not give their tax. They won't give tax to the Ayodhyas. And where will money come? Arajake, lawless. If there is lawless society, money will not come. Tax cannot be collected. Arajake dhanam nasti. Nasti bharya, if the mother is not there, mother is the one, Gita Bain is the one who controls the house, Mahalakshmi. If that something happens, everybody will do their own thing. They won't listen to father. They will definitely listen to mother. Right? That too in Gujarati, Kutumbam, Avibhakta Kutumbam, union family, they listen to mother. So, that means family will become dysfunctional. What a beautiful. Idam atya hitam cha anyati. If family is not there, if the kingdom is not there, if the Matasri is doing things on her own, doesn't take care of the family, then where will be Satyam? Idam atya hitam cha anyate kutas Satyam arajake. In a lawless society, where will be Satya? Na arajake janapate karayanti sabam nara. People will not mingle. Sabam naraha na. There won't be any union, there won't be any mixing. But what Veda says, you have to mix, you have to discuss. The Veda, Rig Veda ends like that. You have to mix. Sangachatvam samvadatvam samvo manansi janata deva bhagam yata purve sanjanana upasate. The Rig Veda begins with Agni. Salutations to Agni. Agni mile purohitam yajnasya devahritvijam. Then it finishes. 10th mandala has 190 suktas. 10,000 shlokas later, again Agni is invoked. There it says, Agni, we are come in unison. Sangatvam, samvadatvam. We want to talk in unison. Samvo manansi, give us peace of mind. Samvo manamsi. Deva bhagam, like you people. Agni comes, Varuna comes. When the Yajaman invokes Agni, only Agni will come. Varuna will not push Agni. When Varuna is invoked, only Varuna will come. Likewise, how you live peacefully, Deva bhagam yata purve sanjanana upasate. Give us that same kind of wisdom to contribute without fighting. This is Rigved. Last Varna, last Sukta. 191st Sukta, Rigved says, same thing. Ramayana brings that. Samano mantras samitas samani, samanam manassaha chittameshaam, samanam mantram abhik mantraye, vas samanena ho avisha juhomi. Give us unity, give us unison. Samanena mantrabihi, formula, thoughts. Mantra means, that mean that mantra, sloka, formula, to rule. Give us unison, give us peace of mind. So, if Raja is not there, Valmiki says, Na arajake janapate karayanti sabam naraha. Sabha, there won't be any unison like this. Udyanani cha ramyani hrishta punya grihani cha. Infrastructure. They won't build parks. In this Soka period, why would Valmiki say? Because land has to function. You have to have orchards, you have to have plant. Udyanani cha ramyani hrishta punya grihani cha. Houses will not be built. Houses will not be built. Infrastructure will not go. Na arajake janapate karayanti sabam naraha. Udyanani cha ramyani hrishta punya grihani cha. Na arajake janapate yajna shila dvijataya sastrani anvasate. Danta Brahmana Samshita Vrata. Danta, who has control. Dhamma, Shama Dhamma. Dhamma mane, Danta mane, who control. Brahmins who control their senses will not be able to do their Shastra. Shastra mane, Dirgha Shastra. Long time Upasana. Whether it is Yajna or Bhagavat Pravachan or whatever it is. That is known as Shastra. Shastrani Anvasate, they won't be able to do. Danta Brahmana, not every Brahmana, not Nicha Brahmana, not Kutila Buddhi Brahmana, who had controlled the senses. Samshisha Vrata, who are engrossed in Vrata, who are very good. Samshita Vrata, na arajake janapate yajnashila dvijatapaha, na arajake janapate maha yajneshu yajvanaha, Brahmana vasu sampanna visrujanti apta dakshina. Beautiful. Brahmanas will not be fed. And Brahmanas will not give. Valmiki says, I'm not asking you to give more. What is required, you give. Apta dakshina. That's why many people here wanted Das to take money. I only took quarter because of this apta dakshina. You have to only take what you should take. So when there is no law, when there is no leader, na arajake janapate maha yajneshu yajvana, in maha yajna, Brahmanas vasu sampannana. Brahmanas will not be fed. They will not have money. They will struggle. Brahmana vasu sampannana visrujanti apta dakshina. People will not give even the required dakshina. Visrujanti. They will give up giving even the required dakshina. We are not asking to give bounty. Even what is required, people will start giving because there is nobody to question. Na arajake janapate prabhuta natanartaka. Look at that. I don't know how many people notice. Word, sloka after sloka after sloka. Na arajake janapate mane country. Arajake na you should anvaya in the back. Arajaka janapate na vartati. It will not happen. Then there won't be any drama. There won't be any music. Valmiki says, na arajake janapate prabhuta natanartaka. Prabhuta natanartaka, not cheap dancers. The dancers who do the duty to the god. Na arajake janapate arajake janapate prabhuta natanartika na. The dutiful dancers and musicians in a lawless society will not function their duty. Utsavaha cha samajaha cha vardante rashtravardhana. People will give up doing utsava. People will give up doing Diwali. People will give up doing Dasara. Utsava cha samaja cha vardante rashtravardhana. And the things that have to be done to grow the country, it will not happen. Na arajake janapate siddhartha vyavaharina. Then courts will not function. Vyavahar mane legal things. Na siddhartha, the judges will be corrupt. He never misses anything. I don't know how many people are listening. Everything he is covering. Raja Dharma. Na arajake janapate siddhartha vyavaharina. Vyavaharina na siddhir bhavati. Court cases will linger for years and years and years. By that time, the litigant will die. Na harajake janapate siddharte vyavaharina kathabhihi anuranjante kata shila kata priyaha. Where will be shila? Where will good things prosper? Na harajake janapate udyanani samagata. People will not go to park. Valmiki worries. What will happen to my granddaughter? I'm just using Prasangati. He says young girls with ornaments cannot go to the park in the evening to play. Believe me. Na arajake janapate siddhartha vyavaharinaha katabhihi anuranjante kata shila kata priya. Kata shila kata like Millie. Millie will not be able to come and listen. Kanubhai will not be able to come and listen. Kata priyaha na. There won't be any people listening to Krishna Katha, Rama Katha. Katha bihi anuranjante. The kathas will not be sweet to hear. Whatever the stories, people are only talking about Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakasipu, all these Rakshasas. They are not going to talk about Rama. They are not going to talk about Krishna. Kata bihi anuranjante kata shila kata priya na arajake janapate udyanani samagata. They won't go to games. Sayanne kriditum yanti kumaryo hema bhushita. Sayanne. In the evening time, granddaughters will not be able to go to park beautifully ornamented. Hema bhushita kumarya. Plural. Young girls nicely dressed. Sayanne kriditum na yanti. They won't go to forest. Na arajake janapate vahanaihi shigragamibihi. People will, accidents will happen. Shigragamihi, accidents will happen. Na arajake janapate vahanaihi shigragamihi. People will run as if things are going faster. Nara niryanti aranyani naribihi sahakami. People will not take vacation. They will not go to forest. They will not go to other places. Nara, niryanti, yanti na. They won't go and take vacation. Aranyani, naribihi, sahakamina, along with their wife and kaminis, they won't be able to go, imagine. Na arajake janapate dhanavantaha surakshita. There will be lot of thieves. Sherate vivritaha dwara. Beautiful. In Ayodhya, people never used to close the doors of their house. Sherate vivritta dwara. Vivrita mane open. They will not be able to sleep leaving their doors open. I do in Labak. So far, no theft. Ayodhya people used to open the doors and sleep. Sherate vivrita dwara. Vivrita mane open. Sherate. People will not be able to sleep peacefully. Krishigo raksha jivanaha. They won't be able to have the life to control goes and other activities. Go raksha, krishi, agriculture. Na arajake janapate baddha ganta vishaninaha. Baddha ganta vishanina. Vishanina mane 60-year aged. Vishamina mane tusk. Baddha ganta, the elephant that has tied with beautiful bell cow. Like that bell cow, Valmiki says one important thing. He must be a great man. He says people will not care about 60-year-old elephant. What is the reason? The maximum life for an elephant is about 55 years to 60. That's all. Elephant cannot live beyond 60 years. Valmiki puts that. Na arajake janapate baddha ganta vishaninaha. Vishanina mane the elephant, male elephant with tusk. Atanti Rajamargeshu Kunjara Sashtiayana Kunjara. Elephants will not be able to walk at the 60th year because they are not taken care. Atanti, keeping, you know how elephant walks like this. Atanti na Rajamargeshu Kunjara Sashtiayana na Arajake Janapate Sharane Samtaptasmyayatam Sruyate Talanir Nirgosha Ishu Astranam Upasane. You won't see people practicing their exercise. Kasrat, you will not see that. Sruyate Tala Nirgosha, Tala Nirgosha Mane. This, you know, now they do all this. In those days they use sword, the fighting. This is beautiful how people lived actively in Ayodhya. Can you believe one Sarga, Valmiki, sitting on an ashram, is writing like this? We can't do that. They are Maharishi. Na Arajake Janapate Sharane Samtatam Syatam Sruyate Tala Nirgoshaha Ishu Hastrane Upasane. People will not do Ishu Astra Upasana. That means they don't do exercise. Ishu Astra Sastra. They won't do Upasana Mane to take care. They won't do that. Na Arajake Janapate Vanijau Dhuraga Minaha. This is for you people. The merchants will not be able to do business, move from one place to other freely. Na Arajake Janapate Vanijo Dhuragamina. In those days, even now, business people have to move from one Dubai to here, make money, there come here. People will not be able to do. Look how they say. Na Arajake Janapate Vanijo Vanijya. Meaning, the people who do business. Pade we can't do. Vanijo Dhuragamina Gachanti Chemam Adhvanam Bahu Punya Samachita. They cannot protect Bahu Punya. They cannot protect the money. When they are not able to travel safely under the good leadership, a lot of dacoity. So, Gachanti Chemam Advanam. Chemam Advanam. Somewhere they will be taken. Advan me. They will have dacoits taking money. Na Arajake Janapade Charati Eka Charavashi. Eka Charavashi mane. Who is concentrated, mean a rishi, tapasvi. They will only stay one night. So a rishi, originally he can only ekaratram pasati. They can only stay in one place one night. So rishis will not be able to even spend one night peacefully. Na Arajake Janapate Charati, who is always Pravrajaka, who is like Sukha Brahma. You know how long Sukha Brahma will stay in one place? Goduhana Kala, 8 minutes. That's all. That is the reason Purusha Sukta, if you recite with Swara and learnt under a tutor, it won't go beyond 8 minutes. Purusha Sukta is Adhyatma Sukta. Everything is there. So, the Urdhva Retas, he was Urdhva Retas, Digambar. He will go from one place to other. If somebody feeds, he will recite Purusha Sukta, take just rice. No salt, no nothing, no achar, nothing. Just anna, suddha anna. One mushti, eat it, go. So, go duhina kalam, milk. This utensil, it will take 8 minutes. That's all. It won't give more than 8 minutes. It will hit you. 7 to 8 minutes is only, the udder will be full. Even if there is milk, it will protect the milk for the calf. Only 7 to 8 minutes, cowherd will be able to milk the cow. It won't then. Then the cowherd will not do because it will hurt the cow. So people look at that. Eka charavashi bhavayanne atmana atmanam yatra sayam gruho muni. Sayam gruho muni. Muni will only stay in one house one night. If you invite one Swamiji, Swaminarayan Swamiji, he has to stay only one night in Milli's house. Another one night in Jitubai's house, one night in Kanubai's. That's all. He cannot stay second night. Ekagriham Sayam Muni. Then only he is called Muni. So, Arajakam Rashtram Kim Bhavati. Valmiki pours out, as I said, 27 times. We still have to continue this sarga. 27 times he uses the word Arajakam in 23 shlokas. Rajadharma. First ever Rajadharma. Valmiki is telling to masses as if Vasishta is listening. Why? Because he wanted Mata Janani Janaki Sakshat Janakaha Raghunandana. People say that Janani, Raghu, Mata Sri has gone. Sakshat Raghunandana Janani Janaki, Sakshat Janakaha Raghunandana, Saumitri Mitraha Asmakam Ko Vicharaha Kuto Bayam. Beautiful sloka. We have been under the patronage of Rama. I thought Rama will be there forever. Vasishta says, other 8 rishis we have recited, Mudgalya, Jabali, Gautama, Pujya rishis. They said, we thought that we are under the patronage of Rama. Who is Rama? Janani, Janaki, Sakshat, Janakaha, Raghunandana, Saumitri, Mitraha. Lakshmana is our friend. If father doesn't help, mother doesn't help, where are my friends? I'm more close to my friends than my mother and father. That's what the trend goes. Now, same thing. Saumitri, Mitraha, Asmakam. We thought, Ko Vicharaha, Ko Kuto Bayam. We thought life will go smoothly. But whole hell broke loose. Pavamana Sududu Pattu Padara Vindamulaku Ninama Rupamulaku Nitya Jaya Mangalam Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Mangalani Santu.